So my theme is about basically taking an idea and make it a global. If you think about it, this is the concept. I mean, this is what US stands for, and I mean that's the reason 90% of the company they have conquered the globe, and this is because of not something very special. There are some fundamentals, things that they believe in very seriously, and what I am going to show over here is nothing but the manifestation of those thoughts, and that what we stood for. So without wasting much more time, basically we all know there are 10 commandments of a successful life. Similarly, if I have to break it down in terms of the business, you can call it, there are 6 fundamental things that you have to believe in and follow it all through your life if you want to make a successful business. And this is like a journey. This is a story that we have followed for last 5-6 years. We have done nothing extraordinary, nothing fancy. It's just very simple thought that we believed always and that we just executed on it. So the first one is basically set up a goal. Most of us basically we don't believe or we don't understand how fundamental this is, but this is the basically truth of life. For a spiritual person, this is what they live for. You know, you talk about Mahavir, Bhagwan Mahavir, Gautam Buddha and all those things. This is what their message was. They want to find out why they were born. And even if you see some of the very famous writer, Mark Twain once said, there are 2 dates that are very important in your life. One is when you were born. Obviously, it's your birth date, and I am assuming you all celebrate every year, and that your friends ask for party and all those things. But there are very few people who worry about the second date. The date when you basically figure out why you were born. What is your goal in your life and what you want to do. And make no mistake over here, goals are not something that can be achieved in 1 week, 2 weeks and all those things. A lot of people, they confuse goal with the idea or they confuse goal with a milestone. The goal has to be substantial, it has to be life-changing, it has to be significant for a larger audience or larger people, and it should be relevant at every phase of life. It's not like that I had a goal for 6 months and then it's all over. I happened to have an epiphany in 2007, you can call it, and I met single-minded 4 people, and we were just trying to figure out, we have been working, we have been doing job, and we are generally living a good life. But why we are doing it? Do we like it? Do we really basically see something so drastically different than anything else? And honestly, we sat there and we couldn't find an answer to it. And that was the most baffling question we left beyond. The 4 friends who sat over there. And then we decided, success is a very different thing in your life, but the satisfaction can only come when you know you have achieved the success by following a particular path or looking for certain objective in your life. And that's when we decided, why don't we restart the whole thing and set up a goal ourselves. And the goal was nothing but basically building a great global company. Absolutely nothing. We didn't know what we were about to do. We didn't know what business we were doing, but we wanted to make a great global company. And we wanted to do that from India. We always hear about story, a US company came to India and they set up a tech shop over here. A product company born in some other country, they came in India, there's a lot of talent and all those things. We worked there and we realized if 60% and 70% folks and engineers are already from these IITs and these colleges, what is stopping us to basically do a reverse path? Why we cannot build a product company that can go and kick ass over there? Literally, that was the feeling that we started with. So the first thing was, once we figured out a goal, that was the building a global company. Now just identifying a goal is not enough. You have to put details into it. The goal has to be tangible, it has to be measurable, and how do you basically come up with a plan to execute on it. So one of the detail was we want to do it from India. Other point was, if you think at that point of time, this looks like a very stupid statement. Google, such a big monster, it's a big technology powerhouse. But what's the point of setting a goal which is so small? Why don't look big? Why don't you think big? So we decided we will compete in a domain where Google rules the world for last 10 years. There was one area where we figured out Google has a weakness and they have figured out what needs to be done over here, and that was the world. The world has, as a country, India missed the digital revolution that happened in terms of, web technologies because of a lot of other issues. But this was one of the area where we felt Google is vulnerable. They don't have the know-how. They don't have the advantage of 10 years of knowledge in that area. And especially uh, countries like India and even Southeast Asia, where we have not had the success in terms of wireline infrastructure, mobile is going to be very big. It's going to be the time of mobile revolution in this part of this part of the world. And if we can go there and basically conquer that space earlier than any other competitor, we really have a shot and we can really make something very big. We wanted to change the world of advertising. Most of the people, I remember when we talk about our idea to anyone, they relate advertising to a spam, a message that comes to your phone. You see some SMS message you won and all that. We are not about that. That's not advertising. That is actually truly a spam. A true advertising is understanding the user, understanding the intent, and show the user what actually he wants to see. Predicting his mind and predicting what he might be interested in and what he might be willing to explore is what is the word of advertising. And that's what the belief that we started with, and that's what it is. Second thing, once you have a goal set up in your life, you have put details into it, the hard part is done. But then there are certain other things also. We all get fascinated about the story. This guy did this. We talk about Mark Zuckerberg. He created Facebook. He created billions of dollars in wealth and all. But trust me, there is nothing in this life that is easy. Success is not easy. If you want to basically respect the entrepreneurial spirit, you want to do something big, you want to do something better in your life, prepare yourself. Life is hard. And the more vehemently you will face it, the chances of your success are pretty much increases day by day. I wish there was any shortcut, but there was none. This was our first office. Most of the startup, they die at this stage because somebody doesn't like the mattress, somebody doesn't like the building. You have to leave that hang up out there. I truly understand the spirit that, when you are in third year and fourth year and you believe, hey, I'm passing out from IIT, I'm the king. You go out that street, you go out of that college, there'll be 10,000 IITians out there. It's a very different world altogether. Drop that attitude as soon as you leave this college. So this is how we started. Because, and to be honest, I tell you, this hardship help you to focus on the real goal. Because you feel upset about it, that why I'm living like this, why I'm doing this. Because there is a better tomorrow. It forces you, it gives you immense power, it gives you strength to basically go out and win the world outside. This was our cafeteria. This is the food we ate. This was our $1 billion idea. I was talking to one of the junior over here and he said, most of the time, we try to get the funding, we don't get money. Asking somebody, give me the money and I'm going to run a business is hard. Imagine I come to you and I say, give me 100 rupees and I'll make it 150. You have to see, you have to sell the vision. He should be able to see in your eyes and he should be able to see you are serious about it. You will do whatever it needs to basically make it happen no matter what. This slide was totally meaningless. Nothing mentioned over here. And here is the funny part. We showed some fancy drawing and all those things. Doesn't mean anything to that person. Look at over here. There was a spelling mistake even on our front page when we were showing the demo to 5 VC. And we realized, and one of the guys sitting over there, he's telling me there is a spelling mistake, but what do? VCs are over there. But what they want to see the passion. They want to see you have willingness to basically do whatever it takes to make it happen. And that's why we raise the money. That's the single biggest thing that you have to remember. It's the team that makes the winning. No idea, nothing. Because trust me, you will set a goal in 3 months. It will be either obsolete or you will see 10 other people are doing it. So we raised the money, we got into the new office. Like I said, there is always a better tomorrow. Believe in that, focus on that, and we moved out from that office. We mopped the floor, we cleaned the floor. This was the original team that we started our business with. So once you know there is a hard path, there is no easy bed of roses where you can go and be successful. The third thing is basically start to respect the failure. They are the biggest teacher, they're the biggest mentor in your life. A lot of people, they fail, they get depressed, and they stop doing what they were doing. That's not the objective of failure. They tell you, basically, you were doing something wrong. Now you need to go back, dig down, and figure out why you failed? What was the reason that basically you didn't succeed into it and come back with a vengeance? Best tagline in this world is basically, or the best comeback after the failure is the success. I believe in very seriously, immediately about, how do we scale this business? How do we go from one place to other place? Think big. This world has become a lot more receptible, adaptable to new ideas. Think big. He was our sixth employee. To this date, we were thinking, why would she was vice president of marketing at Yahoo in 2006. Imagine a company that was just founded by 4 people, barely have money, we hired her. Same reason. We gave her all kind of snake oil that possibly we could have about this mobile ecosystem, this whole thing that we are going to change the world. And all she did, to this date, I asked her, "And why did you join us?" She said, whenever I looked in your eyes, I was just scared that these guys are going to do something. And if I don't join them, probably they'll be competing with me. She joined us. The point I'm trying to make over here is, a lot of people are intrigued about this development story. A lot of people are intrigued about what's happening in this part of the world. What is this revolution? What is going on? All you have to do is ask and convince them, and they will join the bandwagon. Since then, basically, we started our business in 9 countries. Imagine, we wanted one international employee to call ourselves global, and Anne was that first employee. And the day she joined, all of a sudden we got access to US, Canada, Mexico, and some of the Latin America, and our product was launched in 9 countries just by one employee. That's the difference one employee can make and take your local company and local business and make it convert into an international business. This is, trust me, any mentor I spoke to, any professor, any teacher I have spoken to, or any legend I have spoken to, and I did talk to a lot of people, first thing they emphasize on is make sure you always hire the best guy. Every next hire should be better than the previous one. You're not doing that, which means you are capping your limit. The day you hire a person who is either inferior or equal to you, you're dead. The company won't innovate beyond a point, because now everybody will think in the same way. Who's going to stop if you are doing something wrong? This is most fundamental component. You have to keep the bar high and just keep on increasing it all the time. It's also a philosophy. A rock star employee, even if you have to pay 5 times the salary, I go ahead and I do that, because I know that that person can go and basically be more productive than the 10 average employee. Trust me, I come to a lot of IITs and generally I don't get first day, first slot. The reason is they ask me, what salary you are paying? To me, that's an absurd question. What do you mean, what salary I'm paying? I haven't even met the candidate. Why you are asking what salary you are paying? But I remember everybody asked me, no, you have to tell some number. I'm not here to buy vegetable. I'm here to find some serious talent, and goddamn, if I have to pay $1 million to get that talent, I'll do that. Seriously, I'll do that. If you deserve that money, if you deserve that compensation, I'm going to hire you. That's the philosophy over here, and that's why I don't get day one day slot most of the company, and don't, that's their fault, not mine. Like I said, there is a flip side also. If you have an average employee, your company is doomed for failure, and eventually it will shut. There is another thing is, if you have a rock star, it attracts. You all know little chemistry. There is electron, there is a proton, there is a neutron, and it's the attraction of the similar-minded people. If you have a great guy, people want to look up to him. People look up to those legends. People want to work with them. So if they have those kind of people, it works like a honeybee. You have the queen bee, the bees will come around, and your talent pool will further go up. I know I have too many slides on it, but this is the most closest and dear to my heart. And we basically went to Bangalore and India, and we almost picked up every talent that could find from any of those company, and we built the team there. One is basically product and technology can scale. This is the key to making a global business. It's very hard to put people on the ground. How would you even send people to 181 countries? Everybody will need a visa. Everybody will need all kind of things. Limitation, different culture, different language. But product and technology are the two most powerful tools that we have in our hand that doesn't need anything from you. You launch a product in one country, you can launch it in another country with the flip of a button. And that's what we have leveraged basically. We put all our energy, we put all our focus on product. Today we are basically doing our business in 26 languages and almost 181 countries in every continent. And trust me, it's the same team. Just basically different facade and different face and different language to that. It's the same software, same intelligence and same thing. And that's how we were able to scale this business in less than 3 years. So use it. You guys are engineers. You are part of, you are very well versed with the technology, very well versed with the product and design. Use it to the fullest. Every successful company in this age and era, this is what the key is. We started with 4 desktop server. Today we have 3,000 complex server across the globe. All it takes is just online order. You don't even have to basically go to a shop and do anything. It is spread in 3 continents, 6 data center, and everything is managed from India. Seriously, you don't need any person in any other country. You can do all from here. The world is advanced enough. All you need is internet connection. We have a new meaning for scale. We serve close to 1 trillion ad every day. If you are reading NDTV, Times of India, Hindustan Times, Wall Street Journal, if you are playing Angry Bird, if you are playing Zynga, chances are you have seen one of the ad that was served by us, and our system, our machine know what kind of person you are. Very personalized that. We stream almost 20 billion messages per year. We almost bill 173 billion times every month. Use 3.2 petabyte of information every 3 months. Basically, our Hadoop, our analyzing system runs 20 million, 1.8 billion jobs almost every month basis. As you can see, these are some very big scary number, but it doesn't need people. Absolutely doesn't need any people, which means humans are very hard to scale. They are very expensive and they are very hard to manage. Machines, they listen to you. You use them as powerfully as you want, and that's how basically this journey is about. We've just completed 5 years. It's been fantastic. We are building a great company. We are still on the job, and everybody believes that we are making a history. Like I said, it has never been done from the India, and we'll show we can basically do it, and we can be the next Google. We'll fearlessly compete with Google. We are doing it already. We are up there wherever the Google is there in mobile advertising. We have built the global's largest internet company to this date from India and Asia. We will change the world of advertising. You can see the last 5 years we have been very busy. They were very eventful, but this was just the beginning. The game has just started. We are going to do something more phenomenal in the next 5 years. This is the last point that I want to leave you some thoughts on. This is my favorite quote. Success is never cheap. It inflicts a lot of pain. You will have tremendous failure in your life. You have to be patient. You have to solve those problems. But in the end, trust me, this is worth the wait. This is worth the glory, and this is the goal you all want in your life to live for.